part of my story of getting to Alabama, actually, because I'm not from there. I'm from Indiana, like I
Right.
said. My son's an Auburn fan. So any Bama fans out there, I'm sorry about that. So part of our story of getting here,
Mhm.
actually, and this is part of my coaching, because I can understand when you talk about transition, when
Mhm.
you talk about going through difficult circumstances and how it's not, am I going to follow God? What if he doesn't follow through with the prayer request that I have and he doesn't answer the way I want? Even if he doesn't answer it the way I want, I'm still going to follow God, right? Because I truly believe in the story of Jesus. If I believe in that and I know he's walked with me this far, he's going to continue to walk with me. And so part of my story is when I was in Rhode Island, it was my last duty station. I was an instructor. I taught leadership development up there at where the Naval War College is. Our
Mhm.
schoolhouse is up in Newport, Rhode Island. We had moved there August 2020, craziness of COVID and all this kind of stuff. And I was prepping for a show 7 or 8 months before that. Had my own coach and all this kind of stuff. Things were going well. Got really sick in January of 2020. And it was like, man, what is going on here? And come to find out it was probably COVID. They just didn't have a name for it at the time, right? Well, that kind of shut. So the prepping stopped because of gym shutting down, all that craziness, right? It was June of that year. I'm like, man, there is something like wrong with my heart. Like it was racing and all this crazy stuff was going on. I couldn't figure out like what was the deal. Cardiologist wouldn't see me on base because you don't need to come in because of COVID. And I'm like, man. So anyway, sent me this little monitor I wore. He's like, yeah, there's a bump here or there, but don't worry about it. I told my wife, like, I'm old enough to know like there's something not right. So that was June. We moved up there July. And then a month or 2 later, I'm at the gym. I'm like, man, something just doesn't feel right. This is like a Sunday afternoon kind of thing. So I was there for like 5 minutes. I'm like, honey, let's go home. I don't feel good. Get home. I'm going up the stairs and I'm like, I am breathing heavy. I mean, I like Twinkies and ding dongs, but man, this is something not
Yeah.
right. So I sat on the bed for 5 or 7 minutes, whatever. Well, my neighbor happened to be a cardiologist. And so I went over and said, hey, Dr. John, can you listen to my heart? Like something just doesn't feel right. Doctor said, yeah, absolutely. So listen, hey man, there's something there. He said, I don't want to scare you, but like if it gets any worse or you can't catch your breath, go to the ER.
Right.
Because the following morning, what's interesting is I was actually going to see his partner, who was the cardiologist they had assigned me to go see.
Okay.
And so went to see his partner that afternoon, 3 o'clock, whatever time it was. I wasn't in his office 5 minutes, and he goes, man, you got a blood clot, and I think it's on your lungs or heart. I'm like, what? He's like, okay, so let's go to get a CT scan. So we go down, we get the CT scan done. I'm coming back up to his office. He's on his cell phone, like in a panic.